Hey guys, so today I'm coming at you with a book haul. Let's just get right into it. I've been trying to at least, every time I get a new book, I get rid of a new book. This is kind of a collective book haul because I have been trying to slow down on my book buying, cut down on my TBR. I hate having like 20 things on my TBR that I haven't read and then I keep going out and buying more books I haven't read. But this is the first one I've gotten, I think in April. And it is Dragon Watch by Brandon Mull. And this is a continuation of the Fablehaven series, which was like my shit when I was like 10, 11, 12. I reread those so many times and I'm so excited. I'm only on page 65, so I'm not that far into it, but it's really good so far. I was scared that I'd find the age of the characters annoying now that I'm older, but they've actually gotten older between the Fablehaven series and this series, so they're kind of more high school age, which is really nice because then their problems aren't like tween problems. But I really like it so far and I'm so excited. He's writing a companion series. The next book I got was Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. I think I'm the only person alive who has not read this yet. So that's why I picked it up. Love the cover. She looks very badass. All I know about this series is she's an assassin, so I'm kind of going into it blind. I've avoided book talks and things like that, even like non-spoiler reviews. I've avoided all those for years now, because I don't like knowing the plots too much. But when did this come out? 2012. Okay, so it's been 6 years. It is time for me to frickin' read this book. The next book I have is Heartless by Marissa Meyer. I have to admit, I have not yet finished the Lunar Chronicles series. I have been having a time with Cress for some reason. I read Cinder, loved it. Read Scarlet, loved it. Got Cress, I love it, but for some reason I can never make myself finish it. And therefore I have, a year goes by and I'm on page 100 and so I don't remember enough. So I'm like, I should start over. But then I don't remember Scarlet enough that I have to reread Scarlet. And then I'm like, if I'm rereading Scarlet, I should just reread Cinder. So I've reread Cinder probably 4 times, Scarlet 3 times, and I'm like on my 3rd round through Cress, just pushing through. I gotta do it. I don't know why, because I'm enjoying it, but I think that book and I have like a weird connection. I just want to power through because I really want to read Winter. I want to finish the series, so I'm not going to start Heartless until I've finished the Lunar Chronicles because it's been like a New Year's resolution for like 3 years now that I'm going to finish Cress. Still haven't, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. The next book I got was Into the Wild by John Krakauer. I haven't read anything by him, but I've heard good things. It seems like something I would like. I like kind of personal narrative, adventure-y, survival-y books, so I'm excited to pick this up when I want a break from all of the fantasy. The next book I got was Gerald's Game by Stephen King. I had never really heard of this before I saw it. In all the used bookstores, I always go to the Stephen King section just because his books I refuse to read mass market paperback. It hurts my eyes, I feel like it takes so long, so to find like a hardcover like this, they're always expensive, and so I always hope that I'll find it at a used bookstore. And this is the only one they had. I read The Shining, Doctor Sleep, Carrie, Misery, I think that's it. I have a couple more that I own that are on my TBR. So this is just another one to add to it, but this isn't a super long one. So I'm gonna get to it. I'm thinking about reading it in October to get those Halloween-y vibes, but I'm excited. I should mention most of these books I got were from this amazing used bookstore in Hollywood. So I will try and find their website and link it below. If you guys are ever in the area, I went in June when I went with my fiance to Universal Studios, and this bookstore was epic. It's so big and they have like everything there, so shouts out. The next book I got was Killing Kate by Alex Lake. I've never really heard people talk about this author all that much. Definitely not on any videos I've watched on here. But she wrote a book called After Anna that was kind of like a mystery, and so this one's called Killing Kate. I didn't know this one existed until I found it, because I don't know why, for some reason I really liked After Anna, but I had never like went on Goodreads and looked up other books by the author, but I think this one came out, it's like fairly new, so I'm very excited to read it. All I know is that it's a mystery, and I think someone named Kate probably died. Alright, the next book is All the Light We Cannot See. I'm ashamed that I've never read this book. I tried, I think, in 2014 to read it, but all my family had at the time was an audiobook, and so I was listening to it when I commuted to school, but there's so many narrators that it was just too confusing, and the audiobook just had the one guy narrating for a bunch of different people, and like you put on pause and go to class for 3 hours and come back, and I couldn't remember who was narrating. It was just a really bad book to try and listen to an audiobook when I couldn't listen to it for like large periods of time. But I've heard nothing but good things about this. So many people I know have read it. So I'm really excited to have a physical copy so I can be in the know. The last book I picked up, I think a week ago, is Big Little Lies by Leanne Moriarty. I have not seen the series all the way through, but I really like the premise. The way I was watching it was like through our internet provider, but then we switched plans with them, and then I no longer had access to it, and I couldn't finish the series in time. So I'm gonna have to try and figure something out to finish season 1 before season 2 comes on. But I really, really like the plot. I think I'll like this book. Plus, freaking Nicole Kidman's on the cover, and she's a goddess. Alright guys, that's my recent collective book haul. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know below if you've read any of these books. What did you think? What should I read first, besides finishing Cress, of course? And I will talk to you later. Bye.